Out there in the audience, how are you today?
I'm good, brother. How you feeling?
Okay.
So tell me, what do you think about the Deontay Wilder-Dazn situation?
Well, you know, it's a decision by both parties to be made, and his people seen the way where he could be better off without signing with him, so it's a reason for it. You know, because there's always two sides to a story.
Do you think they're trying to box Al Heyman in?
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, Al Heyman has some top-notch fighters he's advising. So I'm noticing these other promoters is trying to dip in his fighters and swing them their way. So they saying that Al Heyman's not doing right by him. As far as what I'm saying, these kids are getting shots at titles. They fighting on television consistently, and they have a name. And due to the fact that a lot of people can't afford regular cable, they can see fights without cable or basic cable. And that helps the public get recognized fighters out here.
Do you think it's an attempt to get Al Heyman out of boxing like they did Don King?
Well, I'm gonna say that, and I don't think they really got Don King out of boxing. I just think he done slowed down, but I don't think they really got him out because he can come in anytime and throw a big show. That's how powerful he is, the greatest promoter of all time. But Al Heyman, the way he's doing it with television, you know, so the average individual can watch a fight. I don't think he'll be successful. I don't think they're gonna. They can't move Al Heyman. He got too many fighters, and he got too many champions.
Do you think it was wise to turn down the $100 million?
Well, you know what? I can't really speak for that position. For them, to me, I don't know. I would have advised my crew, let's look thoroughly into it before we say no. But in order for them to turn it down, it had to be something that's going on the other side. It's got to be other offers just as good, and maybe even more. You never know. But for them to turn it down, something else is going on. There's other offers on the table.
So would you say they definitely have a backup plan?
Most definitely. Al Heyman's a great businessman. You know, he's a great businessman. He knows the business of boxing, and he knows what he's doing.
So what other options do you think Wilder has at heavyweight as far as developing fights are concerned? Because you know Joshua, he has to be with Dazn. Fury, he has to be with ESPN. What other options does Wilder have?
Well, they're gonna have to come together one way or the other because of the championship belts. They're gonna have to come to some type of conclusion on these fights because of the championship belts. When it comes to those championship belts, that brings people together, promoters and fighters, to get this fight going on. It's very important. It's nothing personal, it's a business.
So explain to me why it brings everyone together.
Well,
why it's good for the business.
Well, because like you say, Dazn, Al Heyman, they're gonna have to come together eventually with these fighters, and it goes to show you everybody can work together to a certain point, especially when it comes to that money. It makes a difference. Money is the reason why.
In your opinion, who are the top 5 heavyweights out there today?
You know, I got the I like Wilder. I like Fury. And what's that from overseas, White? I like him.
Dylan White.
Yes. I think with I kind of like, because I love his determination, even though he got in trouble for enhancers. I love his determination. I'm really high on him. But I also like I can't think of this kid's name from Houston. Big tall Nigerian kid. I like him. He's real decent.
How do you think Dillian Whyte does against a Wilder or Fury?
Well, you know what? If he's prepared right, I think he'll do good. Because he has a punch. And he take a pretty good shot. Even though he doesn't look too good in some of his fights. He looked like an average fighter, but I've seen something in him the last couple of fights that convinced me to say he could one day be the champion. Because even he has only lost against Joshua.
Do you think power is enough to carry a fighter in the heavyweight division today to a championship?
No. Got to have a skill set. You got to have a skill set. Power plays a big part, but you can't knock everybody out. You got to have a skill set going into the late rounds. You can't knock everybody out.
And the reason I ask this question is Wilder did knock out every opponent except Fury, and that's the one person he did knock out, and he got a draw.
Yes. Well, yeah, I could see that. I could see that, but Fury was the type of guy that's, you know, Fury's a tough fighter, man. You got to give it to him. He Irish from England. You know, he had a lot of pressure on him. You know, from where he lived and to be where he at now. He's not an easy guy just to knock out and get rid of. You know, I got to give it to him. He fights with a lot of heart and country behind him.
Well, back in the day, did you have dealings with the White Qawi or Eddie Mustafa Muhammad?